If you're taking the Uptown C or E train at the Spring Street subway station, you'll come across this mosaic in the stairway depicting the subway station at Union Square. But this mosaic and its artist have a story to tell. This is New York Subway Station by Edith Kramer. Completed in 1995, the mosaic was part of the MTA's Creative Stations program. It's about 5.5 by 9 feet and made from glass, stone, and ceramic tile. What you're looking at is actually the IRT section of the 14th Street Union Square station, where you can catch the 4, 5, and 6 trains. Kramer captures the station almost like a still life. There are trains, columns, signs, and dozens of people going about their day. It's a snapshot of what it feels like to be underground in New York, surrounded by hundreds of strangers. And getting all of that onto this wall was an incredible undertaking. Kramer was born in Vienna in 1916. At 22, she fled the Nazis and immigrated to New York as a refugee, picking up work as a teacher and a machinist before becoming one of the pioneers of art therapy, using art to help children with emotional and behavioral challenges. When she began working on this piece at 77 years old, she had never made a mosaic before. In 1992, she began studying Union Square, making drawings and watercolors inside the station. She turned those sketches into a paper collage, which was exhibited at the New York Transit Museum Gallery in 1994. She wanted to turn that paper collage into a mosaic, so she taught herself how to make one. She spent a year learning the craft and creating the mosaic, completing it in January 1995. Kramer originally intended the piece for Union Square itself, but the station was undergoing renovations, so it wasn't available. Instead, the mosaic was temporarily installed at Atlantic Avenue in Brooklyn before eventually finding its home here at Spring Street. And while the MTA helped fund the artwork, along with additional support from the Austrian Cultural Institute, the funding covered less than half of what she spent on materials and labor. Kramer said she hoped the mosaic would make people aware of their surroundings, bring interest and pleasure to a place where people are usually pressured, impatient, and bored. When she died in 2014 at the age of 98, a makeshift memorial appeared at the base of the mosaic with flowers, photographs, and a book titled The Artist's Handbook of Materials and Techniques. We pass through the subway every day surrounded by art that we barely notice, but behind every piece are someone's hands, spending months or years creating something that becomes part of the city and makes our commute just a little more beautiful. So that's kind of interesting.